Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeChara coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York for another amazing episode of How to Win at Business. And I think my suspenders are all crooked here, but that's okay because I can go like this. And happy Monday. And I want to invite you to give me a hashtag live if you're watching live and a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, because it does something to our analytics. I don't know what, but I just follow instructions. If you don't know me, I'm an entrepreneur with a CPA license, and I love helping people find money. And that's why my team and I have put together this unbelievable workshop that we are doing tomorrow, Tuesday, June 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And I want to invite everyone to register. It's free. It'll definitely be worth your money. I guarantee that. And some of the things we're going to talk about are, stealth tax strategies, but a lot of other creative, out of the box ways to squeeze more money out of your business. And you would be surprised at how many ways there are, how many tricks, how many tips that my team and I have come up with, from getting grants to setting up nonprofits, paying yourself, generating cash flow even if you don't have profits, folks. How is that possible? I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. Now, in this webinar, you're going to walk away with some serious pragmatic solutions on how to squeeze more money out of your business. Let me ask you something. Would you like to increase your cash flow by 20% up to 50% without even increasing your revenue? In other words, taking more money out of your business at your current sales level. How is that even possible? Well, I'm going to share with you in this webinar how we do it all the time, starting with basic bookkeeping, folks. Believe it or not, it all starts with your basic bookkeeping. And that makes sense, because if you want to squeeze profits out, you have to be able to count your money. And that's something my team and I are very, very good at. We know how to count money. We know how to see where it's going, where it's coming in from, and how to squeeze more of it out. So I'll just give you a couple of quick tips on the type of things we're going to be talking about. Let's say you have a job and you have a hobby. You love selling posters online, and you've been doing it, and maybe you make money, maybe you break even, maybe you even lose money, but that's okay. What if I told you that you could turn that hobby into a business and start writing off expenses that you're already paying for, and taking assets, fixed assets, computers, desks, office furniture, paintings, fish tanks, anything that you already own, and converting it to business property, and taking 100% write-off for its fair market value. Now, that will put money in your pocket because it's going to generate a loss on your tax return, and it's going to give you a bigger refund. So even if you're getting a pension, one of the stealth tax strategies that we follow, that we teach, is to contribute property to your business and get a tax write-off. So even if you lose money, you're ahead of the game. You could actually be ahead of the game. You could be putting more money in your pocket than what your expenses were in your business by using the Internal Revenue Code for what it was meant to do, to help wealthy people stay wealthy. Now, a couple of days ago, I talked about an article that was published. I forget who published it, but it was republished by the New York Times. And what it was an analysis of the top 25 wealthiest people in America. And they did a statistic based on not on what they reported on their tax return, what their net worth was. So somebody like Jeff Bezos, his net worth in 1 year went over $100 million. No, wait a second. Is it billions? Yeah, whatever. It went up a lot. And the amount of taxes he paid was minuscule because the tax code is not based on what somebody is worth. It's not based on their increase in wealth. It's based on what they report in income in the current year. So that's it in a nutshell, folks. The proof is in the pudding. The secrets are all embedded in the Internal Revenue Code and creative ways to use products and entities to shelter income, increase your net worth, and pay as little taxes as legally possible. Tax reduction, tax minimization is your right, okay? And that's what wealthy people understand. And they know how to do it because they could afford the great accountants, the great lawyers. Well, guess what? We are leveling the playing field, folks. The internet, the ability for people like me to share information all over the world is leveling the playing field. So that's my story. I'm sticking with it. I highly recommend the webinar, and of course I would, because it's ours. My team and I are still working on it. We're still working on some of the slides. We have world-class trainers. We got people like John Limbacher, Dr. Elnora Webb, Tim Gillette, Susie Pruden. All of these people are going to share their experience and their knowledge on how to squeeze money out of your business, because that's what we all want to do. You know, it's hard enough to get clients and to generate revenue. Don't you want to keep it all? Don't you want to make sure it stays in your pocket and not the IRS's pocket? So join me tomorrow. The link is in the chat box. God bless, and I will keep working hard to show you the money. That's what my job is. I want to show you the money. Thank you. That's my story. We're sticking with it. Over and out. I hope to see you tomorrow at the webinar.